Hi y'all, so I know it's been a while. This video is going to be about homesickness, since I know a lot of you are coming over soon and you're worried about missing your friends and you're worried about the culture shock and all of that. This is going to be, I guess, a few tips on how to deal. Personally, I would say I've gone through maybe a couple times of like real homesickness where I was just like
I'm gonna give my mama a hug.
So here are my tips basically on how to deal with homesickness. The first one I figured out very, very quickly, and that is Skype. Skype is a godsend. Like it's wonderful. So for example, all of my friends have always kind of been around the world. My sister's living in Paris, like my whole family kind of in general, we all just kind of scattered. I was always kind of a leave the nest kind of person, and I feel like it's kind of a family trait. Like everybody was prepared for this, other than my mom, of course, being like, North Korea! So of course I up and came to South Korea. And it was a huge move, obviously. Like I did not know a single soul here. It's so wonderful because there is really a difference between phoning somebody and actually like looking at their facial expressions and seeing them face to face. For example, my friends and I will watch movies online through Skype. So what we'll do is we'll like be like, okay, ready, set, go, and then we'll press play on our movies, like using the same files from across the world, and we'll mute our mics so that we don't have like crossfeed with the volume and things like that. And then literally we can like type responses during the movie like,
Oh my god, that was so funny, or da 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 da.
Or we can watch each other's facial expressions, and it's really, really wonderful. Number two would have to be Kakao. Kakao is a app you can get for your phone, and it's like free texting. You can even call with it, although the call quality is kind of horrible, but it's really, really awesome. So for example, I Kakao my little sister. Using my mother's phone, we can send each other photos. I can send my friends pictures, like when I see something crazy going on, I'll just take a quick picture and send it to my friends, be like,
Oh my god, look at this.
and it is like immediate and free. Free is the best part of this, okay, seriously. You don't need texting in Korea, just get Kakao and a smartphone. But that's another video. Anyway, number three would be, for me, care packages. And this kind of depends on if your family has money and if they can afford to send a package, or I mean even just postcards and things like that. But I guess I'm kind of old-fashioned. I love handwritten notes and I love postcards. So even though like I can send my friends an email, it's really, really fun for me to get handwritten notes from my friends. And of course care packages, like my mom my mom and my family recently sent me one, and it was just full of like thermals and socks and like this really, really goofy hats that my mom bought me, which is actually very similar to hats here, which I thought was like hilarious that we're across the world and we can buy similar hats. So now I can be like a fuzzy, I don't know, sailor bird. Thank you, Mom. Okay, so we've got Skype, Kakao, care packages, and the fourth one I would have to say is just keeping really, really busy. The busier you are, the less time you have to like sit in your room forever alone, like crying over your beef black sauce noodles. If you get out and you do things, for example, I like to keep myself really busy, just like I was telling you how to meet people. I go to language exchanges, I belly dance, I practice guitar when I'm bored. Like I have all of these hobbies that quite frankly, I'm probably horrible at all of them. But the good news is that I have so much to do that I never really have a lot of time to sit and pout in my room that much, which is great for homesickness. The times when I really, really felt sad were ones when I just like didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to go to my hobbies, or I couldn't go to the language exchanges and meet my friends for whatever reason. And then I was like,
Oh, I'd really like to, have a bowl of ice cream with my little sister and bake cookies right now. Like,
and of course you can always Skype your family. Okay, so the next one is, this is like really, really specific. And of course not everybody can do this, but I've been so lucky to have actually 3 of my friends come and visit me in Korea, which honestly is like the best, I don't know, it's just the absolute best homesick relief. ever. Like when you go to pick up your friend at the airport and you can actually see them and give them a hug and show like all the things that you learned about Korea and like share it with them. It's so amazing. You would be surprised how many of your friends actually can and want to come and visit South Korea. I really had no idea that my friends were that excited about it, but they were like, yeah, I was just looking for an excuse to come over, and since you offered up your couch, like, all right. And I definitely recommend it to everybody. Come visit South Korea. Do it. The last thing, believe it or not, I know this is going to sound kind of like cheesy and lame, but I was actually feeling kind of homesick a few days ago because I just wasn't feeling very well. And I'm on vacation too, so I'm like, we've had so much vacation that I'm actually getting bored with vacation. So I almost like wish I could go into work to have something to do. But I was feeling kind of sad, and one of my friends who had come to visit had left, and so I was kind of bummed out. And I went online, and you guys had posted just like a ton of nice things on my YouTube channel, and it made me feel so much better and so much less homesick. So believe it or not, I actually started this channel for my family and friends, like I feel like everybody kind of does. And then it kind of became like my experiences here and answering questions for you guys and trying to help all of y'all out, because I know that I was just as freaked out as some of you are before I came over here, like super excited, but also like really hesitant and nervous. And believe it or not, helping you guys out and seeing your like positive responses has really, really helped me through some homesick times. It's nice to be able to know that there are other people out there who have the same dreams and same goals that I do, and we all kind of build a community together, and we're all like friends kind of in a weird way, even though we've never met or really had any conversations. And I just love that. I love you guys. So I guess thank you to all my viewers, because you guys are amazing. My next video is probably going to be from the United States. I'm going to visit my family for a week. If you guys want to know about my hometown, or you have any questions about my life in the States, now would be the time to ask. Let me know in the comments below. And I will see you guys later. Bye.